Alright, good morning everybody. It is 5 a.m. I just woke up. Yeah, it's a bit early, I know, but you gotta start early if you want to do stuff and get things done. So today, we are going to end the confusion of nectar and planters in general. I'm trying to make it even more simpler than my last guide. People actually said that this is the best current guide out there at the moment. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend you doing so, because I put up a graph where you can see, where you can get certain nectar and stuff. So, let me answer one very simple question that many people have asked in that video, and that is, can I get any planter to get any nectar? And the answer is yes. Yes, you literally don't need a specific planter to collect nectar. You can collect any nectar with any planter. You just need to know on where you put it, where you place it, on what field. That's the most simplest answer that I can give you right now. So I'm going to show this to you, and I'm going to show you where to get the cheapest planter up to the most expensive planter. And it's actually very simple. So for that, we're going to go into the Pro Shop. And the Pro Shop actually has the cheapest planter in the game, and that is the paper planter. Let's check it out right here. There you go. So it's 25,000 honey, and it has and it costs 1 sunflower seed. Now, for the people who don't know on how to get sunflower seeds, you're gonna go into the sunflower field. That's the easiest way to get it. You literally have to farm 3, 5, maybe 10 seconds on it, and there should be one seed appearing somewhere on the field. So it's not really that hard. Sometimes, there you go, there's already one. Here we probably have a second one. There we go. And you don't even have to wait for these things. I mean, they do pop up, like you can see right here. And there's another one. And there we go. It's really simple. So we already would have had 4 paper planters. Now, I made a nectar tutorial. I'm going to link the video in the description box. In that video, you see a picture on where to get specific nectar types. Now, for example, I know that if you need refreshing nectar, you can get it on a few fields, and one of them is going to be the blue flower field. It's very important that you put it on the blue flower field, otherwise you're not going to get any refreshing nectar. So what you're going to do is, you're going to, I don't know if I can actually place it down now. Let me actually find the paper planter. There it is. So you can actually have 100. There are some other easier and better planters, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. So you gotta bear with me here. I'm just gonna quickly want to show you the cheapest way to actually collect nectar. So we're going to place down our paper planter for refreshing. And I already have 3 planters active at a time. That is also a very important tip that I want to give everybody. You need to always have your planters out. It's the same thing with the blender. Always have something in the blender to, make some progress in the game. Same thing will be with the planters. Always have something here. So this is a ticket planter. This is actually something you cannot buy or craft yet in the game. The ticket planter you can actually get by finishing, Christmas quests and stuff. And so you just saw it. I got comforting nectar because I was just like doing this. I was literally doing nothing. And even if it is at 100%, you can see I am getting nectar. That's awesome. That's actually really good news, because I can actually farm as much as comforting nectar right now as I want to. But I'm going to finish up I'm going to harvest the ticket planter just so I can see what is popping and what I got here for goodies. So I'm gonna just collect that. I actually also got a puff shroom. That is a trait from the ticket planters. It will always grant you a puff shroom, which is very nice because you have quests with the puff shrooms, but I'm going to make another video on those in another video. So I'm just going to leave them where they are at. Now, let's actually go again and do the paper planter. We're going to go into the, I would say, spider field, because I have no idea. Out of my head, I don't know what kind of nectar you're going to get on the spider field. So I'm going to just place down the paper planter. Let's do it. So it's on the field right now, and it's already trying to, collect some stuff. And while it collects stuff, like I said, as long as it's on the field, you're going to get nectar. Now, sometimes it might actually take some time, and I'm not entirely sure if the spider field has any nectar at all. Oh yeah, it does. There we go. So this one has motivating nectar. So that's pretty good. So if you have a quest where you need motivating nectar, you can farm it on the spider field. But it doesn't have to be on the spider field because there are at least 2 other locations where you can get it. As of now, right now, I don't know in my head. You can literally check it up on YouTube. But since it's so cheap, the paper planter, you can buy so many and you can try it out yourself. You can go on any field you want, place the paper planter down. I'm just going to redeem that. I'm going to go into the spider field just to check what we have on the spider field. So let's do it. I'm going to put my planter on there, and I'm going to start farming. And it's very simple. It's as simple as that because these things are not expensive. That's why you can find, even if you're in early game, you know, even if you started out playing the game and you want to use the planters, that is still very cheap. It's very affordable, and yeah, it's actually quite interesting. It's quite interesting. Now, let me quickly talk about other planters. I'm not going to talk about the ticket planter because the ticket planter is actually difficult to come by. Same goal for the festive planter, which is right here on top of the field. It's very difficult to come by, so I'm not going to talk about that. But I'm going to talk about the plastic planter real quick, because the plastic planter we got right here, we can buy in the Dapper Shop, and the thing is, you can use it infinitely. That's the crazy thing. You buy it once, and you can use it infinitely. So the Dapper Shop, which is in here, and the blue shop and the red shop, they have planters as well, which is nice. You can buy them. This one, as you can see, look at that. We got quite a lot of stuff. We got satisfying nectar from this one, and it actually gives me honey per pollen. It gives me, look at that, it gives me a 2-hour boost. White pollen, honey at hive. This is really, really good. This is really, really good. So if you want to see what kind of boosts and stuff you can get from it, you should check out my other nectar tutorial. In this video, I just literally wanted to show you that we have to end the confusion on it, because people think it's so difficult and stuff, but it's actually not. It's actually quite simple. You just have to give yourself a little bit of time to understand what and each and everything does. Now, these different planters, they have different abilities. This is why people get confused. They think that with different planters, we have to harvest different nectar, which is not true. We can use these with different boosts, as you can see. I haven't even crafted these items yet, but I'm going to in the near future, just to check out what's popping here. I'm probably going to get the pesticide planter, because you see it has a lot of nice boosts. So, yeah, that's basically it. This is it. I mean, it's as simple as that. You can buy a paper planter, place it somewhere, see what kind of nectar you are getting, and the good thing is, I also want you to kind of, you know, learn by yourself. That's the best thing. If I would lay down everything in this video, you might not understand it. You would always come back to the video. That would be good for me, but not good for you, because you have to understand it. It's very simple. So, yeah, just get down some paper planters. Buy yourself 20 paper planters, whatever, and then go into different fields and check out what kind of nectar they give you. And that is a gummy sprout. I really need that. I like gummy sprouts. So I'm going to cut the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I kind of gave you a little bit of an insight on how to use planters and how to get the nectar that you need for your quest. Peace out.